when you worship human beings like gods and lords and things that are like a higher power than you. Oh, that's what we're talking about today. Why? Because, something that kind of a comment that I saw, that someone was commenting some things about someone, making them seem like such a great person, such an amazing person, like, just like a lord, a god in some sort of way. And I'm just like, okay. So this comment was done on Odyssey. If you don't follow me on there, be sure to follow me on there. It was on a video that was not posted on YouTube because it's a controversial nature about FDA approval of, shall we say, Now, before I get into this, I want to say, I've noticed this sort of thing before when it comes to just human beings, that people will look at certain types of people, especially like people in like government positions, political power, as like lords and saviors. Like the amount of people that I've seen when it comes to like, oh, I'm gonna look at Trump as like the second coming of Jesus. He's such a great person. He's gonna change everything. He's gonna do all this. It's like he did the same stuff any other president did. So come on now. He's not your Lord and Savior. He's not just all this sort of stuff sent by God or whatever. No. And then there's people who also think that of Biden as well, like to save us from the devil, which the devil was Trump. So I mean, it's like, okay, I just don't even know anymore. These are human beings, although they could be Satan in disguise. That's very possible. But anyway, regardless. So I'm not going to really read this comment, but I just kind of want to talk about it because, it's just really, really interesting. And if you want to see it for yourself, all you got to do is go over my Odyssey channel, search up FDA, or to search up, if you search up Pfizer, if you search up FDA approval or something, things will show there, okay? Things will show there. So, basically, this guy is talking about this man his last name is Ostrohome. And to get a direct, his name is Michael Ostrohome. And he is an American epidemiologist and the director of the Center of Infectious Disease Research and Policy at the University of Minnesota. So I have seen this man before. His face looks familiar to me. So yeah. But anyway, he's basically saying that man has completely debunked and discredited me, and that this thing was completely approved by the FDA, shall we say, and that he will see to it that 100% of the world takes at least 3 doses of the mandatory injection. I'm like, you will see to it that 100% of the population? You realize that's not going to happen, right? You realize that's not going to happen? So anyway, I kind of reply back with a logical explanation regarding this whole FDA thing and how it's technically, legally different. Okay, I'm not going to get into details here. If you want to see the details, read the comments here. The brand name that was approved is not the one that you get at the pharmacy, for example. Okay, it's a completely different one. Legally, it is different. Okay, so I basically said that, and then I said, I know you're joking about the last part, so nice try. About 100% of the world getting, the thing. And then he comments back. And says, Ostrohome will see to it that the whole world takes at least 3. Again, just saying that again. Ostrohome is extremely influential in the scientific community and the public health establishment. They all listen to Ostrohome. And so then I literally reply back after that, and I'm like, so he's your Lord and Savior. Where is he in the Bible? Because literally how this man is talking at this point, they all listen to him. He's such a great man. It's like, okay. Now obviously he's not in the Bible. He's in maybe the scientific Bible, as many people follow. Anyone who follows the scientism religion, which is not actually science, of course. It is fake science. Fake science brought to you by Dr. Fardsey. So perhaps that is the type of science that he follows, which is, scientism, fake science, not actual real science. No, just coercion type of science. But yeah, according to this guy, that is essentially his Lord and Savior. He's going to make sure that everyone does this. It's just perfect for the scientific community, all this sort of stuff, you know. So I'm just like, I just kind of left that. There was no reply to that. I don't know if he will reply to that. But then I go to this guy's page and I view like his comment section, and it's just all the same like stuff people were saying. It's like we see people calling him a liar, and there are some nasty comments on here too. Something about says this guy is a fraud and in love with Ostrohome. I mean, he really is. He really is. So he obviously has been going to many of the people's videos talking about Ostrohome being his Lord and Savior and all. So Ostrohome is that man's Lord and Savior. He probably bows down to him every day. He probably, you know, worships him, saying, dear Lord Ostrohome, please bring us 3 doses that everyone must get to evolve humanity to the next phase of transhumanism. You know, I'm just like, okay. But it's the same thing, you know, with other political people. Like, it's the same thing with like Trump fans. Some people are like praying to God. It's like allow God to work through Trump and whatever. It's like, oh my gosh, do you realize this man is a human being? I mean, just like, I don't know. I just found the whole situation just kind of funny. So anyway, that was going to be it. So let me know what your thoughts are when it comes to, you know, people worshiping another human being. I don't worship any human being, because guess what? A human being, it's a human being. They make mistakes. They are not any better or any worse than I am. And it's the same thing like I view with like religion. Religion is based on a human interpretation of, you know, ancient things from the past. You know, just it's a human interpretation of it. People are interpreting it, and for that, you know, I think there's plenty of truth with plenty of religions. I believe that, you know, all the religions are true to a degree, but I'm not going to sit here and worship something. You know, I believe that we are all here. We are all created equal. It doesn't matter what your skin color is. It doesn't matter if you have any disabilities. It doesn't matter about anything. You and me are exactly the same. It doesn't matter if you are Ostrohome or Fraudcy or Trump. It doesn't matter if you are a homeless person living on the streets. Every single person is equal and the same. The problem is society. We look at people as inferior or superior depending on how much money that they have, how much popularity that they have. And that's just not right. So, because I have far less money than this Ostrohome guy or this Fraudcy guy, that makes me less inferior? Really? Think about it for a moment. Doesn't make any sense. So, when you view everyone as equal and you go past all the differences, everything starts to make a lot more sense. So treat each other as equal, view each other as equal, and just live an equal life. That's all that matters. So anyway, you all take care. Have a great one. Let me know your thoughts on this topic, and I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.